Radio Raw. We doing this the flyway, homie. My way. Oi.
I'm going 90 on the road, switching 4 lanes. When I'm dead and gone, remember one thing, I'm doing it my way.
Music. I guess there's no budget for that. Music and claps or something. We got a very special guest today. We got stand-up comedian Greg Buckman. What's up, Greg?
Well, not much. How much are you? Wow. I'm slurring. How are you, Dante? How are you? It's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you, too. I'm very excited for you to be here, Greg. I really am. I don't know what to do with myself because I'm so excited. You look good to see you grew your hair long.
Well, yeah, I can't afford a haircut.
Okay, I guess that's what, but you got really nice glasses on.
Yeah, no, they are. These are prescription.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what costed you, is that why you can't get a haircut?
Well, that might have a little bit something to do with it.
Yeah.
And I'm a bad gambler.
Are you? What do you gamble?
Just slot machines.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why slot machines?
Why not? No, I'm just kidding. That's a dumb answer. That's the only thing I know how to play.
Oh, you got to get on the tables. I feel like you feel like you have more control over your money when you play the tables. For me personally, I don't know. You never thought about crafts? I could teach you how to play everything.
I would love to learn.
Not everything. Three things.
I would love to learn. I used to laugh when I was a kid when he said, "I'm going to go play craps."
You don't know how to play blackjack?
No.
Really?
No.
It's very simple. All right, we'll talk about that later. So what did I do this week? I saw Crazy Rich Asians this weekend.
Oh.
Yeah, all the other Asian people are posting their ticket stubs online. I didn't feel the need to do that. I just watched it on home and just I don't know. It's nothing. I'm not judging you for it. I'm just saying I don't need to do that. I've watched it and I enjoyed the movie and I'm happy about it. I thought it was a good movie. Constance Wu did a great job. That girl Awkwafina did a great job. I don't know if you know who she is. These are all Asian entertainers. So all Asian cast hasn't been done in a very long time. I believe since the Joy Luck Club, which was in the 90s. And that's really exciting. What was cool about it? Awkwafina, yeah, those two did their thing. And the story, it was entertaining. It kept me involved. I mean, when people tell me, what do you really think? I have to be honest and say the only thing that this has been done before. When the sweet girl marries the super rich dude and now everything's fine. I don't know. You know they're gonna end up together and it's I don't know. It's inevitable what's gonna happen. It kind of always plays out the same way. And I don't know. I feel like sometimes you maybe not get the guy. Or I don't know. Change it around sometimes.
But it's a funny movie, right?
Yeah, well, it was #1 at the box office.
Yeah.
And it was just good. We should open up more doors for more work for Asian entertainers in America and maybe, whatever.
Well, I mean, it used to just be Bruce Lee.
Yeah, well, it used to be like if you want to draw as Asian, you got to just kung fu somebody.
Well,
this is true. I mean, that's what it's been, So, Greg, let's talk about you for a little bit. Greg used to bartend at the Beverly Hills Hotel. And you've probably met everybody there, right? In your time there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any interesting stories?
So many, but I got to be really careful with the names and stuff.
Yeah.
But I have a lot,
Is there anything you're allowed to spill, or do you think you feel comfortable spilling? Maybe I don't know.
Wow. I don't think I'd get into trouble for talking about Bill Clinton.
Okay, let's talk about Bill Clinton. What was your experience being there when Bill Clinton was there?
Well, everybody ran over to me. They're like, "Hey, wow, you were talking to Bill Clinton. You were talking to Bill Clinton. What were you guys talking about? And I said, I don't know, women. Wow. What else do you talk to him about? And then I said, I'm just kidding. We were talking about, the ocean, the beach, and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I just had a normal conversation, and then people started talking politics with him, and he walked away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But it's like you get so jaded, you can't explain yourself there because you're talking to people every day, and and then you go home and you're just a regular guy.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I was talking to, and then who's going to believe you?
That's crazy. I've met a lot of NBA players that I've met are like that. Like it's when you talk to them about regular life stuff, they're cool. They sit there and talk to you. But the minute you bring up basketball, they just kind of shut down or walk off.
Well, yeah,
I see that a lot.
I used to take care of Spike Lee at the pool. He won't get mad, and his family liked me, and everybody they used to go, "Where's Buckman? Where's Buckman?" I never talked basketball with him or movies, so it was funny. Everybody would talk to him about the Knicks.
Yeah, I guess
I didn't do that. I used to just joke when women go, "Oh, I like hockey," but everybody would always bring up basketball or something.
Yeah, it's hard not to. It's hard not to with him. And you would almost think that would be okay because he's into it. It's not his occupation,
Right.
you know? And so you might think, oh, that might be a way to start a conversation with Spike Lee because he pretty obviously loves basketball. And you know what it is, too? Because the Knicks haven't been doing well. They have been doing well. Maybe he'd want to talk to you about it, but they haven't been doing well. So, you know, maybe that's what's stopping it. That's what's making him nah, I'm done. We're not doing well, so I don't really want to talk about the Knicks.
Yeah, well, they haven't been good in a long time.
No, really long time. And it's crazy because I know that I heard the league wants them to do well. You know, it's New York City. It is a big market. It's the mecca of basketball. You want to see the Knicks do well, but man, what is since the 90s? It's been about 20 years since they've been good.
Right. Who was their big player?
Ewing,
that's right.
Ewing, Starks, Oakley. That they were the big. I'm a Bulls fan, and they were the biggest threat to the Bulls at the time. They were the team that you say, "Wow." I remember that was the one team I was like, "Man, these guys could beat us." You felt it, you know, but you know, Jordan was always Jordan and always pulled it out, you know.
Wow, he
they're
sure
a great team,
did.
great coach, great team.
Even
players.
Stockton and Malone couldn't pull it off.
No, I mean it's tough, and you know what it was back then. Jordan had the big three in the '90s. Him, Pippen, and Robin were that's the big three. That's three really good players, like probably all top 50 for sure. You know, so I mean, I don't know, all at the same time, but I mean. I don't know. The Knicks need to maybe get it together. I don't know what else what they could do. I mean, they've made bad decisions over and over again the last 20 years. I mean, that's what happens, you know. What are you're a Lakers fan, right?
Well, yeah, I've been following him my whole life. I grew up right by the Forum.
Oh yeah, you did. That's interesting. Greg went to a all black high school.
Yep.
Yeah, that's interesting, right? What's some crazy stories about that?
Well, I was just talking about one. Wow, this is crazy, but this really, really happened. I was 10 years old. I was going to Camp Conrad, and the camp's all black, right? Oh, no, they're coming to get us. Wow. Anyway, I came home, you know, I didn't know it was a nickname for them. I'm going to get into a lot of trouble. I'll say neighbors, Nicholas. They were all calling each other.
Yeah.
The end. Anyway, so I came home thinking it was all right. And then my dad just beat me up so bad. He said, you know, I didn't explain to him that you sent me to that camp and they were all calling at each other. I was 7 years old. I didn't know any better.
Oh, that's so funny.
You know, he hated that word. I was 7. He handled that whole situation wrong. I told him, you do the leaves.
But there was no ER at the end, just the A.
Well, they were all calling each other that.
Yeah. But did when you said it, did it end with the ER or A? Do you remember?
I don't remember. It was so long ago, but he was pretty pissed off. He pretty much but he didn't have to take it out on me that bad. I was 7 years old.
You're the second person to tell me that story.
Really?
In the last, yeah, I had a similar story like that. The only thing is, I was in a similar situation. You know, I would come home and say it too, whatever. The only thing is, my parents were foreign, so they had no idea that it was. They don't understand that it's bad, so they just didn't even say anything. I would say that where they didn't know a lot of my curse words were bad until later. You know, then they figured out they were bad because they were, you know, that's the plus. I don't know if that's a positive or a negative about having immigrant parents because you could get away with so much more. You know, I don't know.
What did your dad do for a living?
Oh, my dad, he worked at a grocery store.
Oh, that's cool.
And now he works at a dry cleaning supply.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
That's what he does.
That's really cool. That's hard work, though.
Yeah, he works hard. He's 67.
Wow.
Yeah. How about your dad?
Oh, well, what did he do? He was he was a controller.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like
so he was cheap. He didn't like to spend a lot of money. You know, he handled the money for companies and stuff like that, you know. So he didn't like to spend a lot of money because, you know, that's what he was into.
Yeah.
You know, save money.
Too.
Yeah. Don't you hate that?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, the worst story was I remember my dad asking me what I wanted for my birthday. And I told him I want polo clothes. So he went to Macy's or wherever he went and he got me the clearance items, and he bought himself like the nice items, like the $200 items. And I was like, Dad, you suck.
Don't you remember after Christmas sales when they didn't, or when they didn't have the internet?
Yeah.
We didn't even have our presents. My dad used to go, after Christmas sales, come on, let's go. I'd go, where are my gifts? Oh, we're going to go get them after Christmas. And people would line up to go in to get everything the next day.
So do you think that made you cheap? Are you cheap?
No, I can't save anything. I'm trying to learn the value of money.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot better. You know, I spend too much money on stupid stuff.
Like what stupid stuff?
Just like not shopping around. Just like, okay, I'll just, you know, go eat here, you know?
Yeah.
Like anywhere, you know?
What else is bad? What else do you buy stupid? Because I'm pretty sure I got you beat in the stupid area. I buy stupid shit. That's so stupid.
Shirts I don't need, clothes you wear once.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Shoes.
You know what happens? I get lucky. I'm going to tell you what happens to me. I buy stupid shit. Like years ago, I bought like this $80 transformer, right? Because I was at Comic Con. Someone I knew was one of the signers, so I just went with them. And man, I bought like an $80 toy. Now I looked it up; it's like $500. I never opened it; just kept it in the box. And that's happened. Like I bought this GI Joe one time for $15. I was like, as a kid, you know, I couldn't find it. I remember not getting this one, and I wanted it, so I went and just bought it on eBay, and then I think for like $15, and now it's worth like $150. It's kind of crazy, but it works out. It's weird how like some people ask me like, hey, how do you teach me how to do this? Because they'll see me sell it and they'll see me reap the benefits from it, and I'm like, dude, I promise you, there's no geniusness in this. It's just something. I look at it as I want this, and then it ends up going up in value. It happens to me that happens to me all the time. Like not just once, because honestly, it's gotten to the point where I buy stuff every day now. Like, just like last night I bought a basketball. Last night I bought a James Worthy rookie card just to buy it because I feel like one day I'm going to sell it for more. I don't know, I bought Michael Jordan rookies and just store them away because they never go down in value. That's stuff you should buy, Greg. This is one thing I learned, and guys, you could really, really use this in your lives, right? I wear nothing but like, this is vintage and like, and my hat is not, but basically what my point is, I try to buy stuff that goes up in value. So it's a great feeling when you could buy a piece of clothing, wear it for a few years, and sell it for 4 to 5 times more than you paid for it. That's a good feeling, and I try to make a habit of that, and it helps. I don't know. So maybe, Greg, just wear vintage.
Well, you're absolutely correct.
I don't know.
Look at how good you're doing.
Well, it's not that good.
You are really, you're doing amazing. Nice car, beautiful wife. She's got a great ring.
Well, you too, Greg. I think you're doing well yourself.
Trying.
I think you're doing really well. God, you get better every time I see you. I remember the thing about you, Greg, is your first day, like you, my first days of doing comedy, you were one of the first people I met, and you were so good to everybody that just started. Just good to everybody. Everyone you just get on everyone's good side. I've only seen like one dude piss you off.
Which one was that? Not the blind guy, right?
No, that was a crazy story. Greasy.
What did he do?
Mr. Greasy guy. I don't know. You were pissed off.
Which one was he? Oh,
yeah.
Gosh, that guy. Wow. Where did they find him?
Do you want to talk about him? No?
We can't mention his name, but where did they find that guy?
I don't know, man. It's not that interesting if you don't mention his name, but yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That's the one guy I see that you don't like.
Well, I don't,
You probably just like 5 people.
Yeah. I mean, he's all right. He was just, he's everywhere. I bet you run into him still.
I haven't seen him in a long time.
No?
No. But we're talking about somebody the audience has no idea who we're talking about. But see, Greg Buckman actually hates somebody.
I don't hate him, but remember you used to say, is here?
What did I say? I forget.
You used to say, is here.
Yeah, oh, yeah. He is, he just rubs you that way. So, how long you been doing comedy now, Greg?
Time flies. Wow, how long has it been? How long have you known me?
I've known you 5 years.
So a little bit longer than that,
7?
right? Probably.
You don't even know. You don't count. You don't
No.
know.
Has it been 10 years? I hope not.
You don't remember what year you started?
No, it had to. What? I came in with Sean Kerrigan, Nikki Davis Miller, and
Yeah.
and You, Dante.
No, I started a little after you, man. A little bit. Nikki's about 2 years before me.
Okay, so that's probably it, because that's when I met her. We were there every day, and we used to stress that we bombed at open mic.
Yeah, you did, huh?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, we did terrible at open mic. Wow. Oh, what? You know, it was open mic.
Yeah, she's actually usually here as a co-host, but she's not here today. Yeah.
Oh,
I was
wow.
actually just talking to her, but yeah. It's crazy. She was actually the first person to ever bring me on stage. Yeah. I remember my first show, I was nervous, and you tried to relax me, and you were just giving me kind words. You told me I was going to do great. It didn't work. I was still nervous, but I did okay.
You did great. Look at where you are now.
I think we're okay. What about you, Greg? You know, you're doing very well too. You know, yeah. I think between I don't know. This the crazy thing. Like we're doing okay for ourselves, I guess, in this comedy thing so far, and we both we're like the nicest guys, I think.
Yep.
I think we're really nice people. We generally want others to do well and encourage them to do well and try to help people as much as we can. I think you do that as well. And then I think that's really good of you. I think that's why I think then you realize it's more than the funny. I'm not saying neither one of us aren't funny. I think we're both funny. You know, I'm just saying like there's other people that are funny too. But sometimes like a lot of people I started with, they don't have the same results, and they don't have the same bookings. And I think I think there's I see some of those guys that are, I feel like, just as good as us or close to us or whatever, as far as in funny. But I think what's really helped us is that we've just tried to be good to everybody. You know, I know that's one thing about you. You're a very genuine guy. You're a good person. I truly believe that. You always mean well. You know, but I will tell you, I do got to tell you guys a crazy story about me and Greg. So one day, me and Greg was running the show at a comedy club, right? And I came in, and Greg comes up to me panicking. Wow, there's a blind guy here. If we forgot to put him up, he's blind. And I was like, Greg, just calm down. Don't worry. Just put him up next. I'm gonna get some guys to come in, watch the show. And then got some comedians from the bar to come in, go into the showroom. Now the blind guy's on stage, he's doing his thing, you know. And then Greg comes up to me like, "Oh, having another issue." I'm like, "Greg, just enough, please." And Greg goes, "How do I give him the light?" I thought that was funny. This thing, you know, it's funny. Like, if you're a performer can you truly understand that, because I've done that. I've told that story on stage, and it doesn't work that well in front of a real audience, but it works in front of entertainers. It doesn't necessarily just be comedians. It could be actors. It could be. I've done it in a room full of musicians and actors one day, and they all thought it was hilarious because the light means something different when you're an entertainer than if you're just a regular person. It's been so long since, like, I don't know. I'm not around. I have a few childhood friends I still talk to that aren't comedians, but almost everyone I talk to, they're either comedians or actors or director or an editor or something in entertainment now, because that's all I've been around, you know?
Yeah, but that was so funny. Remember, I'm all, he's going to think he's bombing. He was taping the show because the room was empty and everybody had left. I forgot about him.
Me and Greg went by his recorder and laughed really hard.
Ha, 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 ha.
And then,
come on, he's going to think he's bombing.
And then this is the funny thing, like they started texting him, right?
Yeah.
They started texting. They said, because we didn't know how to get him off stage. They're like, you got to text him. They started texting him. He said, didn't he say something like, who the fuck keeps texting me?
Yes.
And then he goes, and then, what did he say? He goes, and then somebody poked him. And he's like, he's middle of the story. He goes like, so I was at the store. Somebody pokes him when they came poke. He goes, all right, guys, that's my time. Gets off. That was a very interesting night.
Yeah, wow. He didn't want to go right away, and then I just forgot about him. And then he goes, I finally went over and I went, oh shit, I forgot about the blind guy.
Yeah.
And I went over to him. I go, when do you want to? He goes, I want to go up in about 2 more. So I said, all right. And then I said, he's gonna think he's bombing. There's no one in the audience. He just went up and started telling the jokes, and then he couldn't find the stage.
Yeah.
And I said, I put my arm on his shoulder. And he goes, don't put your arm on my shoulder. Hold on to my stick.
He said that?
Yeah, his walking stick, his cane. Wow. He goes, don't hold. I go, here, just hold my, I should have said, I didn't say hand. I said hand accidentally. I said, I'll help you to the stage. But that was so funny that night because we didn't want him to think he was bombing.
Yeah.
I was really scared. But he thought he killed because we were all, ha, 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 laughing into his mic, his recorder.
Yeah, when he heard that recording, he was probably happy.
Yeah, he thought, he had killed, you know. Did you ever see him again?
Never saw him again. Yeah. I don't know. I saw a guy and I don't know. Sometimes for me, it's hard enough for me to go on stage because some days you're just not feeling the situation. You don't feel up to it, you know? For a person that's blind, or I seen one guy in a wheelchair in Maryland one time going on stage, and I seen a few people in a wheelchair going on stage. I really admire that.
Yeah, they're getting up there. There's even some girl that only has one arm.
Yeah.
And she's all over the place.
Yeah.
I forget her name, but she's really, really funny, and she just has one arm.
Yeah.
You probably know who I'm talking about.
No.
The one-arm girl?
No.
Comic?
No, I don't have no idea what you're talking
She
about.
told me I screwed up her one night, and she's so sweet to me. She always gives me a hug with one arm. And I messed her up so bad. She said, Greg, put the mic in the stand. So when I come up there a certain way, and I messed her up because she can't get the mic from that side. And I went to hand it to her, and she goes, no, Greg, that's stand, but you have to lower it for me. I can't lower it. She goes, look. And I go, okay. But she's a really good friend. I messed that one up. One arm.
Greg, sometimes I believe situations that happen with you and these stories are a direct test from God not to laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of handicapped comics now, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Going up there.
And I admire them because, man, this isn't easy. I've seen confident people. I've seen people that are good looking, naturally funny people, quit because it's too rough.
Oh.
My old roommate he was a pretty funny, he was kind of a funny guy, he was pretty funny, I guess. Man, I seen this dude quit after one bad set.
Oh, I every time I think if I'm overconfident and I say, I got this, that's the night I bomb. You don't bomb forever. And then all of a sudden, the night you get too comfortable, I got it.
Yeah.
Those are the worst
That's
sets.
when you bomb. You always bomb like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I think your energy attracts a situation for you to bomb. Because sometimes it's like this. It's weird. Because whenever you have that attitude that you're going to kill it, you're stuck in a situation where you would bomb 90% of the time. It's always like a bad situation. Every time you feel confident, like, I could just kill this.
I get mad at myself.
Yeah,
I'm like,
me
I
too.
should know what I'm doing. I've been at this for how long?
It happens. It's like saying a great pitcher doesn't get a home run hit on him, or a ball player misses a shot, an NBA player misses a shot. You're gonna miss. They miss. You don't think they get mad? I'm sure. I mean, you don't think it's frustrating if you make $80 million, you have an $80 million, $100 million contract, and you miss a layup?
Oh yeah,
it happens, right?
A lot of baseball players like that. They're hitting like not even 200.
Yeah, you don't hit 200. Okay, so and they're professionals.
Yes.
So
how can they struggle on that kind of money? But comedy when you are bombing is the worst because it's like bowling. You're like, okay, and then that's when you got the audience against you. You keep throwing jokes out, and nothing's hitting.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they're just like cardboard figures.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh wow, okay. And then you just keep going, and you're like,
well, sometimes you gotta just talk to them.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're really bombing, I feel just feel the room out and just talk to them. What I believe is if you're really talking to them, you can never bomb because you don't talk at them, talk to them. You know what I mean? Connect with them. And I believe when you could do that, you never bomb because the connection is inevitable. You could tell your worst jokes and they'll work. It just sometimes it's all about some audience don't necessarily need a connection. You could really talk at them and just deliver your jokes. I'm in the mode for that sometimes, but I'm just like, I don't even want to really try to connect with you guys. I'm not in the mood. Whatever reason is that whatever I'm going through at the time, you're like, I just want to freaking make you guys do my job and get out of here. I'm just in that mode, and then we have those days, or I don't know, everyone handles things differently, but
Right. Well, once they really like you, they're going to laugh at everything.
It's over, yeah.
But if they don't like you, then that's when it gets difficult. If you start wrong.
I get sad for certain people because some people are just unlikable.
Yep. Like, what's his name?
Yeah, he's pretty unlikable. And then and some people, they have good jokes,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and just sometimes it's who's delivering the joke.
Right.
You know? I've seen this. I've seen a guy, very unlikable comedian. I forgot his name. I couldn't even name him because I don't remember this dude's name. He's at an open mic, and he did like he did like a Dave Chappelle joke, a Louis C.K. joke. He took like some really good jokes from really good comedians and just performed them at an open mic. Nobody laughed. You know, and they were phenomenal jokes. Phenomenal jokes.
But they weren't his.
They weren't his. I don't know if the audience knew they were his. I'm sure they did, but I mean, they're all comedians, so probably. But his delivery was terrible. His cadence was terrible. His everything. It's not just a joke. It's not just, you know. I believe this though. A good performer will beat a good writer any day of the week.
Yep.
You know, just because it's the energy. You know, it's no matter how good something is on paper, you know, you got to deliver it. You write the greatest script in the world, doesn't mean it's going to be a great movie if it's not executed right. You know?
Absolutely correct.
Yeah.
What about the? Were you with me that time when there was this girl with her? Whoops! Wow.
She's a girl with a what?
With her laptop just sitting there, and we were doing open mic. Were you there that time when I was hosting? And then I said, so. We were getting to the end and I said, so are you going to go up? And she goes, oh no, I'm a writer. I'm just taking notes. I go, wait a minute. I go, you can't take notes from us in here. You can't have our jokes. It was so funny. She was sitting there working on her laptop the whole time. She goes, I'm getting ideas.
What did she say? What did she say after you tell her that?
She says, oh, I'm just getting ideas because I'm a writer. I go, you can't take these. I go, that's wrong. I go, how did you get in here?
What did she say after that?
She like just put her laptop down, shut down. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm done.
Oh,
but
God.
she had sat through the whole mic because I said, I didn't call your name yet. And she goes, oh, I'm not going to do a set. And I was like, oh, great.
That's terrible. That's
I
like,
know.
Yeah, that's just, and some people don't know. You know, some people don't. I mean, I think she's a shitty person if she kept it still.
Yeah.
Because it's stealing. Well, she doesn't. I don't understand. I don't know. I would never think, even if I didn't do stand-up comedy, I wouldn't think to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wouldn't think that would, I think I already know that it's not okay because they thought of it. I don't think there's a problem because I've done this. I've seen a good joke that's another comedian ever asked him, could I buy it off of him?
Oh, you did?
I've done that, yeah.
Did you buy it?
You know what's funny? I've bought 2 to 3 jokes.
Really?
And I never end up keeping them.
But that's so cool. At least you bought it.
Well, I don't
know?
believe in stealing. I'm a
No,
strong
kiss
believer.
of death, and it's bad karma.
Yeah.
I don't steal anything.
The sad
I'm
thing
too
is,
scared of anything.
Even if it's not, because I believe in karma. But the weird thing is, when I look at people that steal jokes, it feels like they do well.
Oh,
You're
I
just
hate
stealing good
that
jokes.
stuff, though. There are certain jokes. Now, who is the inventor of the joke where the guy goes, this is how we learned how to dance, and they dance
Yeah.
all over the stage and pretend they're getting shot at and stuff. Whose joke is that? I've seen like 20 different comics do it.
I don't know.
You know the one where they tap dance all over the stage?
Yeah.
You've seen it, though.
Yeah.
Who does that belong to? We should have a quiz or a big debate on who wrote that joke because I've seen it done like 100 times. Have you know, right? They dance. They go, this is how we learned how to dance because when we were getting this or that, but I've seen like 20 different comics do it. Who's it belong to?
Yeah, that's
We need to get out there and go, attention. Are you the real writer of that joke? Come
a tough
forward.
thing. That's a tough
Who
thing.
wrote that one?
That's a tough thing.
It seems like everyone does that joke.
Yeah. I hate that. But I mean, I just try to stay away from that if too many people are doing the same thing.
But that one is like so overdone.
Yeah.
We've got to stop that one and figure it out. And then
Yeah.
we could put his picture somewhere.
Yeah, retire.
That joke, I don't know who the real creator is.
See, that person, whoever created the joke is sitting there upset.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every mic, everybody does that one.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like it's crazy when you see like I've seen people do this. I've seen people do like my friend's joke, and I'll approach him like, "Hey man,
Ooh, yeah, I'm
comedians
glad
I don't
you do.
even know." I'm like, dude, whose joke is that? Why you just did my boy's joke? He's like, "Hey, no, I'm sorry, man." The funny thing is, one guy admitted, "Is I'm sorry, man. I didn't have enough jokes to fill up my time, so I had to do this joke." I saw someone else was like, "Yeah, man, don't do that."
That is so uncool. That's the kiss of death too. People get mad.
This is the weird thing. It feels like people get away with it, you know? Because I've it's weird. Some people just ignore it. Some people just because they'll be aware. I'm like, this guy's a joke. They're like, yeah, no, whatever. What can you do? Like, what do you mean? What can you do? That's just weird. Like,
We ban him.
yeah, like you shouldn't associate with people like that. There's comedians that like I've hung with, and the second I see that you steal jokes, I'm not hanging with you anymore. I'm done. I don't want to be around you anymore. I don't want you to do that to me. I don't want people to associate with me with that at all whatsoever.
Who invented the sperm joke too?
With sperm.
The one where they always go, well, when you got to swim out and the sperm's coming out. Whose joke is that? There's like 20 different comics doing the sperm joke. You know how they pretend to be getting out and they're trying to get out?
That one, yeah.
Who? We got to find out. Please come forth. Please come forth.
Well,
Who wrote that
be
joke?
About 20 people coming forth.
Wow. Who wrote that joke? You've seen that one too.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Who does that belong to?
And I've seen when people call themselves a lesbian a million, probably about
my
75,000 times.
In the below the waist on the girls, that is getting there, to where, I got to clean, I got to do. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really like a popular subject. The vagina joke.
Yeah.
What is going on? Have you seen all the monologues on that?
No.
Like, when they come on stage and they talk, I'm like, okay, here we go again.
I haven't. Yeah, I've seen that. Honestly, it's gotten to the point where I hear that joke, I zone out because I've seen it so many times. I mean, we watch comedy all the time, so I'm not gonna lie to you and say my brain is somewhere else. I know sometimes you get there too. Your brain is just in Hawaii.
Have you lost your cool on somebody that stole the joke? Like in your mind, you wanted to say something really bad though? Like you've seen the joke even done on TV, but you just didn't get angry with them?
I don't know. This is the thing. I say something if it's like someone I know, and then or somebody that if I know the joke. But that's the only way you can. If you don't, so if someone tells me, "Hey, that joke's stolen," I'm like, I don't know that for sure. I don't know that as information, so I can't really just go off what this person's saying. But once I see evidence, an absolute proof when you get it's no longer deniable that this was stolen. Then I'm gonna say something most of the time, and it depends. On some people, it's career suicide because there's people there's big comedians that steal.
Yep.
And then it's like they get away with it. So what can you do?
Right. And who's the joke belong to? Bad credit.
God, everyone does that one.
Yeah,
too.
well, you see, I'm on. No, we're gonna get in trouble. But I'm saying I have bad credit.
Yeah.
Who started that one?
Who knows, man?
Please come forth. Can call in if you started the bad credit joke.
Yeah, that bad credit joke.
I know, huh?
Yeah.
But I used to have a joke like that, but it never worked. It always bombed because you would get it because you're smart. If you're really smart. I said I wanted the girls to like me one night, so I spray painted my credit card black. And all of a sudden, all the girls liked me. I was like, wow, the black, what is it called? That means you have 300,000 in your account. Is it called Black Visa?
Just the black Amex.
Okay, yeah. Here, wow, look, ladies, I walked around and
black card.
I threw it on the car.
I think you have to spend $1 million a year on it.
Yeah. You can get some girls if you do that.
Yeah, I've seen people wave it around.
Yeah. They'll think
spray painted black. That's hilarious.
I tried everything when I was younger to pick up on chicks. I even dressed up as a doctor.
Yeah, you were a model.
Yep.
You used to you used to dress up like a doctor.
Well, that was to get chicks. They think I had money. I'd go out to eat and stuff.
Yeah.
How
often? How did it work?
It actually worked a little bit because they thought, wow, look, he must be in the emergency room or something,
Yeah.
They know you're making some kind of money,
Greg Buckman used to dress up like a doctor. What else did you do? But you're a good-looking guy. You used to be a model.
I know. Wow. I was very insecure in those days.
Yeah?
Yeah. We're okay saying her name. I mean, that's all right.
Yeah.
She's doing amazing. But, I wish I would have stuck with that whole group.
What group?
The whole Kathy Ireland group.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a billionaire now. She's on the cover of Forbes. She's created 1 million jobs and does so many good things, and she's amazing,
That is wonderful.
I should have stuck with that group.
Yeah, sometimes you go and look for another group. Sometimes you got to move on, I guess. Whatever,
I know the guy that was close to me that, he's also the manager of Janet Jackson. He won't care if I say something good. And he said to me one night, he goes, "You were better off with me."
Yeah, well,
when I was younger,
Well, tell him to take you back. But was your agent? Was your agent for modeling?
No, he was just like a really good friend, like a manager and stuff. Paid for my college, UCLA, and everything. I don't have anything bad to say about them.
No, you can't.
It was all me.
Yeah, we all fuck up, man. We're human.
Yeah,
and then you learn from your mistakes. And the worst is when you make the same mistake over again. That's the worst.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I could just it would, so many times. It's like throwing the ball against the wall and it keeps coming back.
Let me ask you this. I was thinking this I know about myself. I know this about myself that I'm very non-confrontational with the people I'm around the most. Right. I don't really, to give you an example, like me and my mother we've argued maybe like 5 times in my whole life, my dad maybe, even though we don't get along, but because, maybe 10 times. I don't get into it with people very often. My wife, twice a year maybe. And yes, I have a few friends. I have 2 friends that I've known for 25 years. I mean, one for 26 years, we've got into a fight 1 time in our whole life. My other friend, I've known for 25 years. We've got into a fight 0 times. We've never had an argument. Never had of course we debate about this, debate about that, but it's never like we're pissed off at each other. My thing is, are you similar? Because you seem very
similar,
right? You don't really get into it with people.
No, I try so hard not to.
Yeah, me too.
And last night, a guy, I didn't get mad at him, but my friend goes, "I would have gone and get that guy." So, this guy last night, can you believe it? I don't even know what I did wrong. This guy blew smoke right in my face. When I was waiting to go on stage outside, he just blew it right in my face.
Why?
So I said, "What'd you do that for?" And he goes, "You were being rude. You're in my way." So, okay, me being nice, I followed him and he thought I was trying to have a fight. I go, wait, I wasn't in your way. He goes, "You were too." I go, no. I go, "Wait, this is a big sidewalk. Wait." The guy thought I wanted to fight him then.
That was weird.
So my friend pulled me back. He goes, "Quit following him, Greg." I go, "Well, I want to know, how was I in his way? How was I being rude?"
Yeah, some people, they just have
I was not.
Some people are just angry.
Like right in my face.
Yeah, some people are just angry.
My friend, though, said, "Oh, I would have smacked that guy if he did that to me." He goes, "It was funny because you followed him all nice," and asked him, "Why'd you do that? What did I do?"
Yeah,
you might have got pissed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I would have reacted. I would try.
But like really up close.
Yeah.
He said I was in his way.
Yeah, that was weird.
I know. He said I was rude. I was in his way.
It's not you, man. It's him.
Yeah. What was wrong with?
Yeah, just something.
Then I followed him.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
He was like, all of a sudden, I go, no, I don't want to fight. I go, "I'm just asking, how was I in your way?" Yeah. I got really nervous all of a sudden.
And you said you got into a fight. You got into a fight before, right?
Oh yeah, everybody,
Yeah. What was the story you told me about the directions?
Oh, that was the worst. I want to forget about that. My roommate didn't even jump in and help me that day. He goes, "Oh, I got scared. I just froze."
I was like, what happened?
Oh, man. I was in Lakewood. I was coming out of a Red Onion. And these guys pulled up. It was a bar.
It's a bar.
And
okay.
There's only a few left. They've all gone out
Red
of
Onion
business.
Bar. Okay.
Yeah, we used to call it, well, I can't say words about it. Well, I get in trouble. I used to call it the Sleaze Onion.
No,
it's a lot
fine.
of hooker type of girls. Anyway, that'd be funny if Nikki was here and she'd go, "Oh, gee, thanks." I'd go, "You remember the Sleaze Onion." But anyway, we'd go there. Anyway, I was in the middle of Lakewood. I'd never been to this one, right? And these guys it was before cell phones. They go, "Can you tell us how to get to the freeway?" I said, "Sure." What you're going to do is, all of a sudden, like 5 guys jumped out of the van and started beating me really bad. Like after a while, you don't even feel it. Blood squirting out of your eye. Yeah. You're all beat up. They're kicking you and stuff. Yeah. And my roommate didn't even jump in. I was like, "Wow, feel free to jump in at any time, man." I was thinking, help me out. He just stood there. He said he froze. So I got beat up so bad. We had to go to the hospital and I got all stitched up. I was fine until I looked in the mirror. I get in the car and I look in the mirror and I started crying. I go, "Look at my face. Look at my face. Look what they did." Because my face, my eye, my mouth. And he goes, "It's okay. You can cry. It looks pretty bad." I said, oh, wow, well, you didn't even jump in. You don't even care about me. I started cussing him out. I go, what? He goes, what do you mean I don't care about you? I sat in that waiting room for 4 hours while they stitched you up. I said, oh, wow, gee, thanks. You didn't jump in to save me when they were all beating me up.
Well, some people are just scaredy cats, you know?
Well, a guy I didn't know jumped in. He
Really?
told the police everything. Some guy at the like the dishwasher at the Red Onion saw, and he started pulling them all off, and he got beat up.
Damn.
What was it all about? I don't know. I was like, what did I do to deserve that? I thought my face was going to stay like that. That's why I started crying.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been like hit or anything.
Yeah.
Your mouth is over on the far right side.
Yeah.
Is it all in your head? I don't know. And my eye was all black.
Mm-hmm.
I was beat up bad. My you don't even feel it after a while. My face was squirting blood like a squirt gun. They didn't have to beat me up that bad. I was given good directions.
Yeah. And so they asked you for directions.
Maybe they thought I gave them the wrong directions.
Well, they asked you for directions, they start punching you?
They just all jumped out. I don't know what it was all about, man. But you really take over because I grabbed one of them, I remember, and I threw him because all of a sudden you learn how to fight right away. But then after a while, there's so many, there's nothing you can do. They're kicking you, they're hitting it. There was like 5 guys. I couldn't even describe them. It happened too quick. The police go, what do they look like? And I go, too quick. I go, I have no idea. But one time I thought I saw one of them at a restaurant. I stared him down, but he left. But then what if it wasn't him?
Yeah, then it's
I wanted to go after him.
Yeah. That happened to me before too. When I'm not sure if this is the guy, you know.
Oh, you got beat up like that?
No, one time I fell asleep on I don't know what it was. I was outside the club and one of my friends, we kind of look alike, but he got into like I guess issue in the club. And he almost got in a fight in the club. And I guess I'm only guessing, same thing, I had no beef with this guy. So I'm guessing they thought I was him. I mean, I was him. And then I kind of like closed my eyes, leaning up against my friend's car. And this guy just came and punched me in my mouth.
Oh,
yeah. And then I had to get like, you see I still have a mark from me on my lip here still. And then he goes, and then I don't know, I punch him back, but I feel all this blood drink because he landed a really, really good one. You know, I mean, my friends, a few of my friends in another car, he followed him in the highway. You know, I think they shot his car up.
Oh, good, good.
You know, shit like that. But they didn't got him. You know what I mean? But he kept driving. You know, they didn't really. I don't.
They say put some holes in his car.
I don't even know. With his car, I didn't go with them, so I don't know what it was. They could have just made the whole story up. I don't know.
Yeah. But we helped you. We shot at his car.
Yeah, so we don't know.
His car leaks now when it rains.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I try not to. 2 wrongs don't make a right. As you get older, you try to really live that way and just try to be a good person. It's tough because you have your moments. You know, we're human. We break down. Mm-hmm. You know.
I broke down in the truck that night. I mean, you would have, 2 of you looked at your face and you thought it was going to stay like that.
You know what's funny?
I thought it was going to stay like that.
I'll tell you what happened to me. I think I was 19 years old. One of my front tooth turned black, and I always try to take good care of my teeth. And I did start crying. I didn't care about my face was over it. My face looked like somebody put 2 plums on it on the left side.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It was huge, and then it was just I couldn't really like move my mouth that well. None of that bothered me. I tried to take it like a man, you know, like whatever. You know, I was lumped up, whatever. You know, I think I had a bruised forehead. None of that bothered me. You know, in my head I thought that was gonna get back to normal, but then I saw my tooth and saw that I was black, and then I thought I was gonna lose the tooth. So then I started crying.
Oh my God. I mean, but then he tells me it looks pretty bad. You can cry. That's messed up.
That is messed up.
When I had the mirror, it looks pretty bad. Go ahead. You can cry.
That is very terrible.
You would have got pissed at him too. I all of a sudden yelled at him, you know?
I would have been really pissed off. I mean, why do you say something like that to somebody? I
still look at him when I see him sometimes. I'm like,
are you guys still cool?
I'm okay with him now, but I was like, you let me get killed that night. He goes, oh, what happened so quick? I froze. Okay, that's all right, but get in the car and run him over. Yeah. You had the keys, I told him. You could have ran them over. You could have honked a horn.
Yeah.
Some guy I didn't know jumped in and started fighting them. Yeah. He tried to take them all on.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I didn't get to thank that guy either because he was getting stitched up. He was like Latin.
What races were the 5 guys?
They could have been white. I don't know. Yeah. It happened so quick.
Oh, damn.
You know, it was so fast.
Yeah.
It's like I got robbed at an ATM one time. It happened so quick. You can't describe anybody. Yeah. Have you ever been robbed like that with a gun?
Yeah.
You don't know. It's so quick.
I kind of remember a little bit. Vaguely, you know, a little, but not really, you know, because I, you know, when someone has a gun on, you don't look up, you look down, you know, so you're like,
I'll never.
But I
forget.
feel like right before I looked down, I feel like I got a glimpse of the person, but I don't know. I tell this on stage sometimes, but I actually got robbed. I actually got robbed by someone that was pretty cool.
Oh, really?
I tell you why he was kind of cool. So basically, it was this jacket I wanted when I was like in 8th grade, and then I remember asking my mom like for like a year to buy me this jacket, right? So she bought it for me for Christmas. 2 weeks later, I get robbed at gunpoint for the jacket, right? And I'm walking home like it's freezing outside. It's East Coast in the winter.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks after Christmas, I'm walking home, and then this guy comes back to me, and I'm like, oh God, what does he want now? And then he gives me his old jacket. No, I was thinking, well, this is not such a bad guy.
He gave you his old
my old jacket. Maybe because he didn't want to carry it, you know, because he got a new jacket now. You know, he got my jacket on that I was my jacket 30 seconds ago, you know. So
the one he stole from you, he returned?
No.
Oh, okay,
his old jacket, the one he was
his
wearing.
old jacket.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, wow, that's a strange crook.
It's a strange
But he
crook.
gave you a jacket back.
I think he had somewhat of a conscience. He probably grew up to be a decent guy.
Right.
Maybe, you know, because I don't know. You're young, you do stuff like that. I don't think he was that old. I was like 13, so I think he probably been like 18. I don't know. Who knows? You have no idea how old they are, but.
No, I know, especially, yeah, guys wearing beards and stuff like that. You never know nowadays.
Yeah, this guy, you know, he had the mask on, but like I feel
he wore the mask.
No, he had like one of those masks on.
Wait,
know?
A ski mask?
Yeah, like a ski mask, just had his eyes open.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
When you got somebody coming at you like that.
No, but I seen him before he did it.
Okay.
So I feel like I could remember him a little bit, but not so long ago, you know? But you said in your situation is probably not much, you know? And maybe I don't remember it. Maybe I'm just, you know, sometimes you think you remember.
Yeah.
You're trying to paint a picture for yourself, you know?
I'll never forget the time I got robbed at an ATM.
Yeah.
They had a sawed-off shotgun.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was limit $300, right? The ATM. It's 100 degrees out. These guys got a long black jacket on, right? And I had a tank top on. It was hot. I go, wow, that's kind of strange. They come up there and they go, make a withdrawal for $300. And I go, make a withdrawal for $300? I go, what do you think I work for a living? I'm not giving you $300. Then he stuck the rifle in my back and he said, make a withdrawal. And I forgot my whole code.
Yeah.
And they were getting pissed off and stuff like that.
Yeah, that would piss. That's understandable.
I know, but I remember I was like, isn't any car going to stop and pull over and see if I'm okay? They were such pros. They didn't know all the cars were just like driving by. I'll never forget that. I ran in the middle of the street. And I banged on a guy's car and he was on his phone. And I said, I got robbed. Help me. And he goes, I got robbed. And he goes, don't rob me. And I go, no, I got robbed.
Oh, God. So he thought you were robbing him, trying to rob him.
Yes. I started banging on his car window for help.
Oh.
And the look on my face was so scary, you know, because I was running around looking for help, you know, because they robbed me. They took my $300 because that was the limit. That's all you can take out. But that was funny what I said to him, right? What do you think I work for a living? They said, give me $300.
I know. So I know someone that got robbed at gunpoint for $10.
No.
Yeah, for $10. It's kind of lucky.
No, he's lucky.
Yeah.
He's lucky. But are they okay?
Yeah, they're okay.
It's the experience that scares you.
Hey, can we pause for a second? Use the bathroom.
Oh, a million things. You're so, wait. Oh, we're on.
Oh, yeah,
I really admire how you can work so much.
Oh, thank you. I don't think I actually think I'm lazy.
No way are you lazy. Look at how successful you are.
You know what? I don't think I'm successful.
I do.
I told myself the other day that I told myself you should kill yourself.
No.
If it wasn't for your family, your family needs you. You know, they need you to, help them. I have a wife, I have my mom, I have my parents, so I don't want to make them sad by killing myself.
Death scares me.
But I was like, you should just kill yourself.
No, don't do that.
Oh, it scares me too.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It doesn't solve a thing. Nobody really knows what happens.
What do you mean?
Well, I want to, we shouldn't go into the whole religious thing, but I just hope this isn't just it. Like, I hope when you die, it just doesn't go black. You know how some people believe this is just it?
Yeah.
They're scaring me now.
Well,
I've always believed in God, but now all of a sudden, like I'm starting, I don't know, because so many people are convinced this is it. Like they hammer it on TV to us now.
yeah.
Everybody's an atheist now. It's like the new thing.
There's a lot of atheists.
Yeah, but it scares me because what if this is it? It's not fair to the blind people or the crippled people because everything goes black when they die. Yeah. They can't see. And then,
It's been black for them anyway.
That's what I mean, but it's not fair.
Yeah. It kind of stinks.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't know, but that's where your faith lies. You know, that's why it's all what you believe. You know, maybe it's one of those things where, I don't know, so like whatever you believe happens. I don't know. Maybe everybody's right. Maybe if you think that it's going to go black, it will. Maybe.
That's what I believe. If you don't believe in anything, that's what happens.
This is the thing. I can't say that God's not real.
I believe.
Because I've seen stuff happen where it doesn't make sense.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
This is only by the hand of a higher power that could have caused this to happen. You know? I don't know. I feel like there's somebody that's like always protecting me from doing just dumb stuff. Someone said a saying, they said, God only protects children and fools. And I've been a fool for a long time. He's been protecting me for a long time too. And I truly believe that, you know?
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm still alive. We lived to see a lot of stuff. I was just talking to, we've seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we have.
Wow. I mean, just think if they would have had Google when we were kids, I would have been a straight A student.
Yeah, we would have been well off.
Oh, I would have been killing it.
I was a good cheater back then too.
Oh, really?
You know what it was? I was always nice to everybody. So everybody would let me copy them.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah. I was always like, I was a guy like, I just literally was not mean to anybody.
Right.
You know, even nerds or something, I didn't pick on them. I was just nice to everybody. Like, for what? Because this is the thing. I think one day I just realized, wow, as a kid, I realized, and as an adult, I've still lived by this. Like, if you're good to everybody, it's so easy people are so happy to help you when you need help.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know if they're happy, but they will. I'm sure I've actually seen exhaustion from people helping me. You know what I mean? When they're not benefiting from this at all, but it's just, they just decided to say, okay, I'm going to help this guy do whatever I can for him, and then it's always been, it's just easy that way. So, I mean, as a kid, I never wrote a book. People always wrote my book reports. I would copy other people. I would honestly copy everybody around, everyone that let me copy people, and then there's even times where like, they set like students away from me. Because they knew I was copying them. And then the funny thing is they'd still find a way to give me the answers from across the room. They'll be like, they'll just give you the signs, And then the funny thing is like, they never, what's weird? They never got in trouble really. I'd always get in trouble. So no one cared, because, I actually have a bit about someone copying off of me, but the truth is I copied off everybody else. And I would have decent grades some years. And then it got to a point where I didn't care, because nobody knew. It was very obvious what I was doing because like when the teacher's asking you questions, you don't know anything, but you end up with the right answers. It's pretty obvious that you cheated,
Now, but how can anyone get an F nowadays?
Yeah.
Just Google the answer. Yeah. I mean, your kid deserves to get slapped if he fails now.
Yeah.
Why don't you just Google that? We had to check a book out of the library. Yeah. They don't even have to go to a library. I was always in trouble for being too loud in the library. It's like, shh,
yeah, me too, always.
Yeah, but now you can just, anything you want, you can Google. Yeah. Look at how easy they get their porn now.
Yeah. Man, I would be a jerking off motherfucker as a kid.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, wow.
I just jerk off to the weirdest things. What was, you jerk off to anything weird?
The more freaky, the better. What a freak. I used to go, what did I do that for? I ran up a phone sex bill. My dad was pissed.
I did that too.
Yeah. Our bill was $800.
I told him that it was a psychologist.
Oh my gosh. That's why phone sex is so expensive. It was back then. Because the girl knows the minute she starts talking dirty, you're going to get off. So they had to charge like $5 a minute, you know, or otherwise they're not going to make any money.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what happened? Because I used to just hang up.
Yeah.
Did you hang up?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. I used to just hang up.
It was like, okay, good. Okay.
Yeah,
You're done.
yeah.
Goodbye.
Oh my gosh. It used to go on the phone bill and he was freaking out. My dad goes, $800 phone bill? Who did you call? Then he calls it and she goes, would you like this? Would you like a teenager? Would you like that? Would you like, and he goes, you're on my phone bill. He had to block it, you know?
Yeah.
Because you get addicted to calling it.
Yeah. You started calling it?
No, he didn't. I always was. He had to block the number because I was running up the bill.
Yeah.
They were all over the magazines. Remember because it was first 1-900, then it was 1-669, then it was 1-800 because people would
They don't even
block it.
exist anymore, right?
I hope not because now you got cam girls.
Yeah.
But they don't always pay attention to cam girls.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I won't go into all that. But they rip you off, those cam girls.
They're all ripoffs.
It's like, honey, you're supposed to get naked. Get naked. Yeah. Get naked. I called the place. I'm going to be honest. I did it on my credit card and I called back on the place and he goes, okay, I'll give you a refund. I go, the girl didn't, and he goes, well, some of the girls don't cooperate. Or you got a girl that didn't speak English, he said.
Oh God. Yeah, that's what it is now. It's turned into that.
Yeah.
Cam girls are the 1-900 numbers, I guess.
There's no money in the porn anymore.
Yeah.
It's free. It's all over the internet.
Yeah.
Some of those girls aren't even really 18 now. They were up on there 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So they had to have aged a little bit. You know, the sites.
Yeah.
I shouldn't go into too much porn.
Yeah, and it's funny when you like see people you know.
Oh yeah, I never say anything. Yeah, I mean, you know, that they're making money.
Yeah, I've seen like, this is the crazy thing. One day I was dating a girl and she wasn't even that good. She was, you know, maybe like I don't know, went on a few dates with this girl. She seemed cool. She was really good in bed.
Wow.
Then I saw her on the porno cover. And then I watched the porno.
She was good in bed. She was a professional.
Yeah, she was good. And, you know, she would always lie about where she was going.
Yep. She was a star then?
I don't think star, just in porno. You know?
Wow. I got stories like that too, but you know, aren't the vintage porn movies funny?
Yeah, they are.
Those would be rated G now. You can't even see anything because there's too much fur.
Yeah, it's way too,
you
know,
it is. Below the waist. Wow. But those are funny. They're all a story and stuff. Yeah. And, you know, you're like, get to the part. Come on, get to the part, man. Get to the part.
You know what's funny? Like, someone once said it. I remember as a kid, one of my friends said, you know how you know somebody jerk off watching the porno? Because if it's not at the beginning or the end. If it stopped right in the middle of it, that motherfucker jerks off. He goes, that means you jerk off. He's like, I know.
Well, I used to call them jack off.
But nobody watches porn not to jerk off.
Yeah, it's called a jack off movie. That's what I used to say. The guy used to go, can I borrow your movie? And I said, what, my jack off movie? Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
And then the magazines, I called them, that's what they're for.
Yeah, what are they for? Yeah. I mean, what do you think they're for? Why was this made?
Yeah.
And people would be like, you always had that friend that goes, yeah, I don't jerk off.
Oh, wow. Geez, he must have been frustrated.
Yeah.
Remember renting them though? That was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You had to go in a little like tent.
Yeah, I never rented them.
I did.
Yeah, I would just buy one and use it forever.
Didn't you ever get sick of the same one?
No, I guess not. I guess I would just like use like one scene and then until I get tired of that scene, then move on.
Right. Yeah, that's a good way.
I don't know.
It was fun.
I had a friend that worked at the porno store back home, and he would let me have whatever I wanted for free.
Wow, that's cool.
And the funny thing is, I know I gave them all to my friend before I moved to LA. So I gave him he had a bunch of porno. I didn't even use them, but he had like so many pornos, you know. And I gave it to him, and then he said the police broke in his house, right? I mean, you know, because he thought he had drugs or something, and he stole the pornos. Yeah. Why do police always steal the pornos?
That's a really, really good question.
Yeah, like who else? There's another guy. I remember one time we also broke into, I mean, you know, long time. We did walk into somebody's house and beat him up because we felt threatened by them. And that day, he stole the pornos.
Well, I would have beat him up too. He stole your pornos.
Yeah, everyone steals each other's pornos. I don't know what that is.
That's
I don't know that. I remember being in that house. That's not what I was thinking about. I was thinking about, all right, let's get out of here, finish this, and let's get out of here.
Right.
Why does everyone want pornos? I don't get it.
Right. Well, porno was expensive back then. Now it's all free.
It was.
They're coming out with sex robots now.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. You gonna get one?
I don't know. I'm kind of. When do they come out? I mean, how much are they? Are they going to be hookers? Do they walk around? Do you take them on a date?
I don't know, Greg.
Are they okay in the rain? They're a machine.
Yeah.
What do you do? I mean, really,
You have a lot of questions, man.
No, because I'm asking because everyone's sex robots are huge right now. You notice that?
Yeah. Some of them look really good. Some of them are really expensive.
Oh, they look hot too.
Yeah.
So are they getting that? I mean, what is it? Westworld or what is the sex robot? Is it really real skin?
I don't know. And you know what else I think is funny? When, the virtual reality, someone said pornos are great on those, but I would hate to get caught in that because you don't know you're caught. You're just jacking off with goggles on and then somebody catches you. You don't know, you don't even realize you got caught.
Yeah, I got one of those for Christmas. I haven't used it because I wear glasses. Yeah. It wouldn't fit over my head, but I really want to use it bad. I still haven't used it.
Yeah.
It brings it right up close to you.
Yeah. Oh, so guys, we're actually out of time.
Oh, we are? Wow. Yeah. Time flew. Wow.
So thank you, Greg Buckman, for coming through. You want to tell them your social media handles?
Sure. I'm Wow Greg Buckman on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Anything else I should tell them? Or
Twitter? No Twitter?
I'm on Twitter. And should I tell them anything else? Am I allowed to? Or?
Oh, yeah, whatever you want. Next show's coming up, whatever you want.
Yeah, I have a show once a week with Maddie Carter-Opel, Anthony DeBreeze. A lot of people come on, Krista Allen, Jamie Kennedy. At the Complex Theater in Santa Monica. I'd love to have you on, Dante.
Yeah, sure.
Also, we have a podcast live from the Laugh Factory, the Anthony and Maddie podcast, if you guys want to listen. Maddie Carter-Opel from Stranger Things and Unfortunate Events and Jurassic World and whatever. He's on every movie now.
Sounds good.
Wow. But we'd love to have you on, too. I was just, in fact, talking to them.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, anytime, Greg.
Wow, thanks so much.
It's on air, so now we got to hold you to it.
Yeah. No, I'm on. Come by anytime you want.
Okay, yeah, just let me know, Greg.
Yeah, I could get you on.
But thank you guys for tuning in.